Hey.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. And it's never too late
Except when you're
to
late.
start the show. Yeah, it's on me today. It's my bad. Sorry. My bad and some bad cat behavior. What? What did he do?
I didn't say anything.
All right. Trust you. I'm sure you gestured something. All right. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. So did somebody forget to tell us in advance that it was their birthday?
They forgot to tell us it was their birthday. So what?
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Libra.
But I don't know. Do we want to do it today because it's less crowded, or do we want to do it on Sunday?
And you know, Libra's one of our oldest.
Libra is one of our oldest ones. But don't push it next time, Libra. We need advance notice. But let's do it after the card for the collective.
All right.
If people don't mind. After all, it is close to her birthday. Let's do it now.
Well,
Time is
other
right.
people might have other opinions.
It is true, but we do...
This is our custom.
It is our custom. And Libra is one of our oldest followers. Well, not age-wise, but one of our
Right.
oldest followers.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks, Karima.
Why am I doing that? I am burying that somewhere.
Appreciate that for everybody, too.
Just doing it one more time. Sorry. I want you to pull one for the collective.
Okay.
And I believe these can be read upright and reversed, so we'll check that out, but I'm pretty sure this is true. And by the way, this is the Oracle of the Trees. The elm tree, upright. What could go wrong with that? 29. All right, 29. The elm tree. Where are you? Okay, description. Oh, well, we know the description of the elm. Botanical information. Let's cut to it. Let's
Thanks,
get to
Violet.
the advice, symbology. There's so much stuff in here. There really is. It's a very nice book. The keywords for the elm tree are justice, legal solutions, excellent results, recompense, arrival of a masculine figure. And the upright meaning of the elm tree can assume various meanings depending on the questions that are asked. So since this is general, we'll see what we can make of this. It is tied to the concept of justice, so can refer to legal questions. The elm tree card is an assurance that the righteous have nothing to fear. Justice will be done. The elm tree card is positive in nature and can represent favorable responses to questions posed by the seeker. If the question's about work, love, or other specific questions, the elm tree presages an outcome that's even better than hoped for. If the question is on matters of the heart, so it could be somebody that you are going to meet, somebody interesting and charming, exuberant, indecisive, high maintenance, but attractive. That's funny. High maintenance, but attractive. So, trade-offs. The cup depicted on the card represents feelings of love that this night inspires. And so, this is a card that speaks of justice. It speaks of better conditions, that things could improve in your life. And so, it's really interesting we got a card of justice because there was a lot of justice things in the news today. Somebody being indicted in New York. There was just so much. Somebody losing their law license in D.C., a prominent figure. There were all kinds of stuff. A hearing starting in the Ethics Committee in Congress that somebody's very angry about. And so, I feel here that people will get their just due, whether, what they deserve, if they are in the right, then things should turn out well for them. I think this talks about good outcomes, but only if you deserve one. And so I do think, that may bear out.
That's justice.
That's justice for you. You never know how it's going to go.
Alrighty. Well,
All
thank you
right.
for that reading, setting the tone.
All right.
So we will do the birthday reading for Libra. And let's see, what deck do I want to use? I guess I'll use my deck for that.
Yeah, if you want. That's fine.
Sure.
That is fine.
I'm going to use the
And as you can
English.
see, Kara, Sunny's here.
I know.
The English what?
The English Magic Tarot.
Nice.
That's the back of it. I like it for its muted color palette, or earth tones, I guess it would be called. All right, so this is called the Birthday Gift Spread.
And everything, even if it's a negative, is a gift. Challenges come to us for us to receive wisdom or some
Do we both
benefit
shuffle
from
or
it.
just me?
I think we both shuffle, but you've asked to shuffle before on the birthday ones. Hand them over.
Ugh. My goodness.
So wishing our friends in the southeastern U.S. the best as they navigate this storm. It sounds really all-encompassing. It's kind of
Right.
scary.
We have probably several viewers from those areas, but in particular, our good friend
Okay,
Fiber
Violet.
Magic.
All right. Yeah, we have a number of viewers down there. Definitely.
I'm
Sorry.
thinking of Fiber.
Yeah. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
We're doing a birthday reading right now for Libra Cusp. We'll get you on the list. Violet's taking a little break, so she'll be back in a minute. Oh. She
There
just
you
popped
go.
up when I said that. All right. This is tough. Let me move my... There. Sunny again is taking up prime real estate here.
Like it's a flop house. All right, the first card is the gift you received last year, Libra, and that you can use to make the most out of this year. Hi, Jennifer.
We'll get you on the list too, Jennifer. Hang in there.
And it is the Four of Wands. So the gift of last year, Libra, may have been the realization of some sense of family to you, or some sense of a home to you, some sense of a feeling of coming home even, or of, advancing to a milestone of a certain point, like you've been there 6 months, you've been there X amount of time.
Right, it could be that. It's clearly about establishing a firmer foundation in some area of your life. Whether if it's in love and romance, whether it's your living conditions, the place you live, whether it's in job, career, your financial situation. The gift from last year was an ability to get more stable in some area of your life.
All right, so card 2 is the gift of the present moment. And it's another 4. It's the 4 of coins.
Wow.
Reversed. So I'll let you go first.
Okay, this is the gift of the present moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the gift of the present moment is interesting, Libra, because I think this is the time of year we often are looking at our stuff, what we have accrued and accumulated over time. And this may be time to release some of it, to purge some of it, to let it go, to give it to charity, to whatever the case may be, doing some fall cleaning and eliminating, or if you know people who could use items that you are no longer finding of value anymore, the gift of the present moment is it's time to release some of this stuff.
Yes, it almost feels like, there's just going to be a change or flow in terms. I'm trying to get the focus there. There we go. Right now, that the focus is like maybe you might have to have some expenditures going on. Maybe in terms of what the foundation was in card 1, card 2 may signify the material maintenance of that, or some form of physical maintenance of that. It may not be money necessarily, but something has to be put into it to maintain it.
Okay, I guess.
Okay, well, it's a thought.
It is a thought. It's a good thought.
It's the concept of a thought.
Oh.
Okay, maybe it's not that.
That's been over-memed, but I like it.
Card
Anyway.
3, the gift from your connections with others in this next year. And now we turn to the threes. It's the 3 of coins, but it's reversed. And that's interesting. I'll take a stab at that. I have a feeling that your connections with others over the next year, you may feel like you're vying with them for control over projects or mutual goals of some sort, or that even in just regular involvements, you may feel like you have to assert yourself, or you want to, or maybe you're dealing with that situation where maybe that's kind of random and different people are trying to kind of, assert themselves in that group thought of some sort.
Yeah, it almost seems work-related, like maybe with colleagues or
Sure.
coworkers, or bosses even. There just seems to be a sort of power struggle going on, or just this inability to work together as a team. And that could also be in your personal life too. There may be instances where you and a partner may disagree on, the direction of something, whether it's budgetary, whether it's something around, the living space, etc. It could be that. It could definitely involve friends too, where people are just not on the same page with their interests anymore.
All right, so card 4 then is the gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward on your dreams or goals. And how nice. It's the Emperor upright.
Oh, that's very nice.
That's very nice, because I think that what this says is really it's maybe you coming into your own in terms of the rulership properties of what you're trying to do. You want to own and be able to administer totally and in practical good ways all those things that will help create the flow towards your dreams and your projects.
Well, you are in command and control of your dreams this year, This is you, the Emperor. And I feel here the gift that you receive is the ability to control the flow, and to be in charge. And to make people realize that you are now making time for and space and putting effort into your own goals and dreams. And especially people you have supported in the past, perhaps you're going to enlist their help, in getting in your wanting to achieve something. So maybe you'll get them to help you. And
that's a very good quality of the Emperors to
right.
point out. Yep.
The delegating quality.
Yes.
So whether it's family, it's like, hey, I've been cleaning your diaper for years. It's time for you to step up. Whatever. I'm just saying here that...
Step up and poop out.
that it's time to get, others to contribute a little bit too, especially if you have been supporting them. Go ahead. What's the next one?
So card 5 is the gift from your spirit guides or your ancestors, or both of them.
Sure.
What do they want you to know or keep in mind in this next year? And it's Judgment reversed. And I think that's kind of interesting, because I think, it's like something else I heard recently. Fair is another planet. That was on our card of the day recently, yes.
Hey.
So the idea that maybe your spirit guides are saying, sometimes it's not even in our hands. It's in fate or destiny's hands. And we want you to be aware of that. We want you to be aware that sometimes what you seek, you may not find, or you may not find it exactly the same way. Judgment reverse could be saying that in a lot of ways, they're thinking you could be trying harder because maybe you're not understanding something. They want you to understand, but they also realize you have free will. And so maybe the messages come when you truly are ready, or they are giving you those nudges.
Well, I forgot what I was going to say. Judgment, here being reversed, I think your ancestors are trying to tell you a couple of things, Libra. Number one, that karma is not always your friend, and you have to remember that. And so, therefore, make sure your actions, define you well. And make sure, also your ancestors want you to represent them well. But also, on the other hand, too, they don't want you to be too hard on yourself when you make mistakes. Accept the responsibility and move on. That's a message from your ancestors. It's like we're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to do actions we may regret.
How nice.
And I hate that word regret. Don't regret it. Just agree to take responsibility and move on. That's the message your ancestors want for you this year.
So card 6 is ultimately what the gift of this year will give to you. What lessons have you learned, or what progress or growth will you have achieved by this year's end, by your next birthday? And it's the Queen of Wands reversed.
Well, oh man, I think what lessons you learn by year's end is that maybe you feel some of your talents and things are underappreciated. I'm looking back here to this your interactions with others as the key here. And we're going to talk about that again in a minute. I'm going to do a quick wrap up. But I feel here that the gift or the lessons you're going to learn in this year is that you really are feeling underappreciated. Now, part of that could be, that people are taking advantage of you, or just, accepting a status quo. You're just going to keep doing what you do without any recognition or payback for it. Or it could just be that they totally are missing the mark here, and maybe it's partially you. Maybe you don't do enough to expect getting something back for what you do. We all deserve to be treated fairly. We all deserve to be treated equitably and compensated for our efforts and appreciated for them.
Well, I guess you've given me something interesting to think about. A lot of times the Queen of Wands is somebody who can be very driven, but still has these things that pull people towards them. It's the charisma, it's
right.
The charm factor. So reversed, perhaps it's saying that you are having a little bit of a problem accepting that charm factor, that maybe you can see how sometimes it doesn't go exactly as you intend, that maybe people get the wrong impression of you, and so you may have to realize how exactly you meter this kind of energy you have.
It's a powerful year for you to work on personal goals, to carry the solid foundation from the previous year forward in whatever area of your life that is. And, over here, oh God, I can't, which
Four
card?
Cups, coins reversed.
Oh yeah, and that this time presently now is a time to reassess what's important to you now and what you can let go of. And that could be material things, or it could even be other things in your life, that maybe I should work on this goal and not that one, etc. I think here a key card is this interactions with others. We didn't make it sound very much like a gift, did we?
No.
And so you have to look at what you learn from this. And what you learn from this is the fact the gift is that it's time for you to realize that you can't always depend on others to work with you fairly. And so you have to do something about that.
Which is kind of reflected back there, isn't it? Yes.
Otherwise, if you just take it and accept it, it's going to keep happening. And that's the lesson I think you're going to take away from this whole year. Standing up for yourself will do a lot to, to make this year better for yourself. But either way, you're going to realize that, if I just keep letting this happen, it's going to keep happening.
And if you're an American, then you can't be, unacquainted with the idea that maybe for the first time, we may be giving a woman the right to be in charge of the country.
It's possible.
So a lot of this sort of is keyed up in the idea that maybe roles are changing, and that expectations, of course, change with that too.
Stay tuned for our election prediction video next week.
Oh my God! Yeah, we're actually going to do it.
Anyway, So
All
that's
right.
what we have for you, Libra. Happy,
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Hope you have a great time. Celebrate the whole week, I say. You know me.
And Garima, thank you for patiently waiting. We are ready to begin your reading then.
What does Nicole think of me?
Via the third party. Can anything develop between us?
Okay. My deck, right. I brought out the Ghosts and Spirit Tarot. Be shifting more decks soon.
Oh, verses. Okay. I see. There's slight correction.
Oh, yeah.
Got
Versus
it.
the third party. Okay. So versus the third party, how do you want to do that? That's not a 2 and 2, is it? Nicole thinks of me, Nicole thinks of the third party.
Okay, is that what you're asking? Like what Nicole thinks of you versus a third party?
Right. I think that is.
Okay, thank you. That is helpful.
Let's do 2 and 2 then.
2 and 2.
Okay. Oopsie. Well, it's interesting. I'm not sure what we're going to get out of this. Okay, so this is what Nicole thinks of you. This first.
And that first card is the Three of Wands. And the High Priest reversed. Do you want the Lenormand?
Yeah.
Okay. Top Lenormand is the Key. And bottom one is the Coffin.
Oh, dear.
Let's set those like that. Do you want the others, or are we going to do this one?
Let's do this one first for now.
Okay.
I'm not going to get totally definitive on this, but that coffin looks kind of not good there. But the 3 and the High Priestess reversed. I get the feeling Nicole is thinking about the future, and what's best for her future. And she's really kind of confused right now. She really is looking at things more, I don't know, not with the depth necessary to make a really good decision about you right now. I think she's looking at her future and maybe potentially, a future with you, but I get the feeling that, she's not thinking very deeply right now.
Okay, I'm going to go differently because I feel it is differently.
Okay.
To me, Garima, the Three of Wands says that Nicole sees an opportunity, that there's an opportunity that maybe she wants to catch. The Three of Wands is like something is up and you want to get involved in it, or it's pulling you towards that. So when she sees you, maybe she's thinking there's an opportunity. Is the opportunity just to become a friend or something more? The High Priest reversed can speak to things that seem to be unconventional, different, that maybe society looks at and says, I don't know, like we want things to be in an orderly way. So this could talk about the nature of certain kinds of
I
relationships.
thought it was the High Priestess. It's not, is it?
It's the High Priest.
I
yes.
goofed.
Okay.
So I'm going to change mine. Sorry
All
about
right,
that.
I'll let you cut in.
Oh, right now? Okay.
Go ahead, because
So I do have to change this a little bit here. So I apologize for that. But I don't know. This Lenormand is still troubling me. At any rate, Garamond, I would say here, Garima, that she is thinking about her future, And it may take a decidedly different turn. I just don't know if that means it'll be towards you or towards something else. Yes, she does see an opportunity here, but is it with you or is it with a third party? I guess we'll see when we draw those cards, because we got the key is the coffin. So what does this mean? Is she going to cut off the relationship with you or a potential for that? Or does she think that this is going to go nowhere? I just wonder if that's maybe something that's on her mind. And the only other thing that comes to mind is she may have to put an end to some other ties before she can consider doing something with you.
Well, I like what you said there, because I guess this is saying that the opportunity really is for her to go her own way, to be her own person, whether it's conventional or unconventional, the High Priest reversed. Now, I'm newer to Lenormand than Banshee here. She's been doing it for a while. So to me, the coffin influences the key. The key says something is really important to pay attention to. The coffin may be saying you're cutting off that feeling, or you're cutting off
She is.
acknowledging it. Well, she is. Right. Nicole may be denying this. So it's sort of contrary in a way. Like the tarot says, like maybe this is an opportunity, but the Lenormand says maybe there's considerations there, or somewhat.
It's possible that there could be a friendship. It seems to me that she's exploring alternatives in looking at you, you know.
Okay.
I think she's exploring options or alternatives. I'd like the word alternatives more, because maybe there is a chance for a friendship here. Maybe there's a chance for a casual relationship here. I'm not going to rule that out, but let's see what the other cards say, because that might, add more to this.
So this was about Nicole thinking about you. Now it's about Nicole thinking about the third party. And the first card is the Fool reversed.
Kind of weird.
And the Ten of Pentacles upright. Okay. And then in the Lenormand, the first card was the Storks. And then the next card was the Clover. So yeah, it just sort of throws monkey wrenches at us, doesn't it?
Well, that really throws a monkey wrench. It's really confusing, because those two cards here are just boggling me.
Okay.
The Fool reversed indicates some recklessness, or a sense of this would be, a third party would be a bad risk.
Yeah, it could be. They have edgy feelings about it, but is there a stability there that they see, or is there?
Are they going to be swayed by money?
Yeah,
is
like
money a factor?
Does this person
here
have
in some way?
wealth behind them?
Yeah, and I don't know here. It almost seems as though this third party could, well, what do you say with the Lenormand?
With the Lenormand,
I want to see what you're going to say. I know.
It seems like beginning this way would be beginning something with this person would have some luck attached to it.
Yeah. Well, or it almost seems like maybe there's some spontaneous beginning. Like maybe it's not even something that was necessarily planned, but suddenly they click. They just kind of click. So, looking at these cards...
A little bit of info there. The last one. There's a couple above too, but...
Yeah, see, it's hard for me to say. I look at that coffin. Now, if the coffin was in the other reading, I would say that maybe that would be ending. But the coffin's in the reading with you. And so something is coming to an end here. But is it that relationship? I think what this is saying is Nicole would have to be willing to end that relationship she has now, or that connection, in order to connect more deeply with you.
That makes sense.
But this does not rule out the fact that you can't be friends. I don't see anything here that would indicate that you could not be friends.
Yes, that is true.
So, but as far as anything else goes right now, the cards are more leaning to that third party.
So maybe you'll have to come back when things seem to have moved along a little.
Well, or if just nothing seems to be happening, and we'll check again, if
Sure.
nothing changes with, that relationship either. So, I wish I had better news, but that's the way the cards have fallen today. Garima, sorry.
Sure, I get that.
Yeah, well, I understand how tough that can be. Yeah.
Well, good luck.
I wish you luck either way. And the cards, hey, they're only a barometer. Things can change. Fate can change. So
Don't we usually say that? A
keep hope
snapshot?
alive. Keep hope alive.
And so we are back here on full screen with the Meatloaf cat. He's just a big old lovable meatloaf.
Marijana's up. Hi there.
Hi. You're
What
welcome.
awaits in October? Okay. That'll be your deck.
Alrighty. So let's see. I want to save this one for Kara. So let's do...
I like this Ghost and Spirit one too, Violet. It's a nice deck.
Sunny. Kara's looking at you.
Aww.
Wave.
I'm
You are
gonna
welcome,
use my
Garima.
Golden Girls next because next reading I do because it's the last 2 days, last 2 shows for the Golden Girls, and they get put away for a while.
Are you excited about your Thoth deck? I have the regular mini size one, not the one that makes my fingers hurt. It's so long and big.
Oh, hi, Tarot Healer. Welcome.
Hi, Tarot Healer.
All right.
All right. Marijana, what awaits me in October? Okay.
I've never tackled the Thoth deck myself. It just didn't call to me. And I know it's all high magic and stuff.
The Magician Upright.
What's the first card again?
The Magician Upright.
Oh, the Magician Upright's the first card?
Justice Reversed.
Thank you.
And the Two of Swords Upright.
Wow, that's interesting. Let me get the Lenormand on this one.
And my camera went out of focus again. Seems
Oh,
like I have to keep refocusing it.
I don't know why.
It's something that's happening.
Oh my. Yeah, I see it's really blurry.
It wasn't the last reading, so I don't get it. There. Okay, I got it better. I don't know what happens.
Okay. Well, I'll have to wait for it to catch up here. There we go. Okay, so Justice is reversed. Well, here I have the Broom. And I have the Clover. Clover's back. Different deck.
Okay. So what events are happening, or how was it worded?
It's October. What's coming in? What awaits in October?
What awaits in October? Magician, Justice Reversed, Two of Swords, which is kind of like another aspect of that justice thing there.
And Magician's upright.
Yeah.
Well, you have the ability in October, you're going to find the will and determination to turn something around in your life. You're going to have to give this some thought, though. Whatever this is, when it comes up, it may involve an important move or decision that you have to make in October, or that's made about you. It doesn't have to be legal just because justice is here, but it could be. And justice is reversed. I will say that. So that means to me that there is something unequal, or be careful also of making wrong decisions. But I feel here with the Magician, if you and this Two of Swords upright, if you step back from a situation, give it a lot of thought, and then be very determined and direct your energy towards the decision you've made. And stick with it. I feel here you'll be able to turn something around that maybe has either been unfair, treating you unfairly, or whatever. It's a little bit weird, this reading.
It's a little weird, and I feel it's the same thing. There's some sort of thing that will cause you to maybe advocate for your own sense of justice in some matter. I can't help but feel like maybe you'll end up having to do something really quickly. And so I'm wondering if this is about a change in residence or a change in some situation due to the matter of some decision going on here. It does feel like things will favor you, but you might just have to really be ready to move on a dime's notice.
Well,
move
that's funny you're saying that, because, and I know this seems odd because we have the Two of Swords, which says, take your time.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a mixed bag in this reading here. Could it be that it's talking about two different things here? It's possible. It's possible the Lenormand has absolutely nothing to do with this situation
That's
here.
always possible.
I'm wondering here if sometime in October, fast luck is going to come to you. It's just going to sweep in, and you're going to be surprised at this turn of events.
Right.
And like I said, it sounds like you have a chance to turn this around here, but I think this is something different. There's nothing here that really tells me if this is a business situation or if this is a personal situation like romance. It's very, very neutral. So it's kind of tricky to find what it's talking about. All I do know is some luck is coming to you. This is going to be a lucky month for you. And if you apply yourself, your will towards something, turning something around in your life that you feel is unbalanced or unfair, give it a lot of thought, and then with determined action, go full throttle after it. And it should work for you.
Fast luck may be able to affect the other matter, but I kind of agree with Banshee. It may not be directly related. It's just that certain lucky circumstances may give you some momentum in other parts of your life or in the month's proceedings. It does feel like maybe, it could be anything from, winning on fighting a speeding ticket to,
right,
something
getting
else,
out of a speeding ticket. Well, I just think October is going to be a turn of luck for you, for the better. And I feel here that this magician indicates to me that you are going to be able to control things, as long as you apply yourself to whatever you're facing in October. You should do all right. But, you're going to have to work at changing this imbalance in your life. And I think if you give it careful thought and consideration, you will make the right moves. I hope this makes sense for you. That's the best we could do. These are kind of very interesting, somewhat neutral cards. It'd be great if I got the clover, like with the heart, or with the tower, so I could say, it's good luck in love.
I know exactly
it's good luck
what
in
it means.
business.
Right.
But it's never, it's not always clear. It's not always that clear. So perhaps you know where this might be coming from. Good luck with that.
All right, so now we are up with V. And V asks us,
okay.
will my finances pick up? Money reading, please.
All right. Let's see.
I'll just briefly mention that my show is on tomorrow, the emotional exchanges. I've changed the format again, so it's a real quick reading, and I have a timestamp so you can go right to the elemental sign of your choice, air signs or signs, whatever.
So you're doing elemental again.
Yeah, I'm going back to elemental, and I'm just doing two cards. The challenge emotionally that awaits you and how best you can meet that challenge. So that's tomorrow, anytime after 7 a.m. The outlook on the emotional exchanges. Where did my Lenormand disappear to?
Well,
you must have them because I don't.
I don't know.
You must have them because I don't.
I do, but why is my cards on top of it? That's why it's confusing. There are two of my cards
Because you
on
didn't take your
top of
cards
it.
back.
You
didn't.
I think they
They're
were
there,
put on.
so you didn't take them back.
Why did you put them on top of your deck?
I don't know. It's really your deck, though.
Okay, never mind. Well, we got another 2 in this reading here for V about money. And look, it's the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is upright.
Okay, V.
Hey, if you got to get the 10 of Swords, I say get it reversed. And it is. But we also have the Emperor reversed. Okay. Let's see what Mr. O's come up with. Oh, good grief.
Cross.
And you shuffled
Nice.
Those?
I did.
Okay. Wow.
How dare you second guess me?
Well, I was going to say that things might remain stable for you, V, but I'm not completely sure here. Now that you threw that out there.
Oh, it's my
It's
fault.
all your fault. These weren't all the way bad. All right, let's take a look at this. I think here you're going to have to work extra hard at managing your finances and trying to achieve stability. You know, it's a juggling act. Look at her. She's holding those pentacles. She's trying to juggle them and keep everything in balance, and it's not easy. I felt here initially, as I saw this 10 of Swords reverse, that a minor recovery is possible. Like you'll start heading yourself in the right direction. But, you know, there are little things that may come up that will cause you more grief. You know, unexpected expenses that are throwing you off your game. And it's hard. It's going to be tricky. The Emperor's reversed here, which indicates to me you still need to get a handle on this, okay? Things are not going as well as they should, but, you know, you can stabilize it and at least kind of break even. But I think you're going to have to try to shoot for a little better than that because there's little things that might crop up, like I said, in this month.
Well,
Sorry, V.
Some of it suggests that there is stability, but nothing really to write home about, basically. Yeah. Maybe there's a sense of, you know, some things kind of flipping the tables, you know, like maybe some things reverse a little bit. That's the 10 of Swords flipped there, but not enough to really make big changes. And part of that may be where or how you get advice or who you give advice to. Maybe financially there's somebody better to give you advice to, or some other advice you just need to hear in certain respects. And with the Lenormand, it just seems like you're going to be disappointed, but mostly I'm wondering if it's just your sense of what you expected, and that you have to keep in mind that this is just a snapshot in time, and that maybe, you know, things will pick up in the next time cycle. So nothing to write home about, as I said.
I also saw one other thing when I was thinking about the Lenormand here is don't allow little things to turn into bigger things, okay?
There you go.
So in other words, if something needs to be looked at, you know, a light comes on in your car, etc., don't ignore it. You know, don't ignore it because then it could become a bigger headache later. So in other words, just try to keep ahead of things a little bit in order to stay on, you know, on some kind of track here. That's the best advice I can give you at this point. I wish you luck, and I hope that things turn out differently. Good luck with that.
Good luck, V.
And
Maybe next month will be better, or sometime in the future.
And Aries up, I believe. Can you tell me what type of guys should I look for that will like girls like me? Where are the guys?
Okay, so the question is basically,
where can you find a guy who likes a bold girl?
well, I don't know how the cards could answer that, but let's see if we can give it a shot.
Well, and I guess tell me what should you look for. What kind of guy should she look for? Let's try for that. You know, who would like a girl like her? Let's see.
Okay, I understand the concept.
You understand the, what do they call it? The mission?
I understand the lesson, the assignment.
The assignment. So many memes, so many political memes. I'm starting to head spin. All right, let me get my Lenormand.
Judgment reversed.
Wow, second time for that.
I know. Four of Pentacles reversed. And the Knight of Wands upright.
Well, what is that? That Four of Pentacles again?
Yes.
So you have
reversed.
Judgment and the Four of Pentacles reversed, correct?
Yeah. Indeed.
I think you have to look for a guy who is non-judgmental, number one, who is not going to judge you for that boldness. I mean, you have to look for a guy who will appreciate that. And that certainly does seem like that could be that Knight of Wands person.
Okay.
In a way. I mean, they're bold too. Obviously, they're bold. They're full of themselves a little bit too. But they may appreciate somebody who can match them with that, you know? And I feel here with Judgment reversed, it's sort of telling me that.
And of course, you're an Aries. This could be another fire sign.
Yeah.
Wands.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's a Leo. I think you should just now, like, say, are you a Leo? Oh, you're not? Okay.
Well, I don't know about that. But the Four of Pentacles reversed, what can I say about that here?
On somebody that doesn't mind
Go on.
spending money.
Maybe. But
Well, money isn't necessarily a big thing for them in terms of saving, I guess. That money's to be spent for good.
I think you
I don't know
have
if
to
I'm
look
saying
for
that right.
somebody. When I think of the Four of Pentacles reversed here, I think you have to look for somebody who is not going to treat you as an object, okay? Who's not going to treat you as a possession, who is willing to let you be free, okay? To explore your life and your freedom and treat you in that manner. That's
Even
kind
from
of
the Four of Pentacles?
yeah, why not?
Okay.
Because it's about things of value, but when it's reversed, you know, sometimes it's about people being, you know, needing to let something go and being unable to. Sometimes I feel here that maybe they treat you more like an object that they could either discard or, you know, maintain control of, possess you.
So you're saying this is somebody that doesn't place arbitrary values on certain things, like aspects of the relationship?
Not necessarily.
Maybe I'm saying that.
Yeah, maybe you are. I'm not.
Well, what do I mean by that? An arbitrary value that maybe they're not necessarily overly impressed or unimpressed by your or other person's attitudes towards wealth or prosperity or ownership.
I'm reading some of the chat there, and I would just say, let's not paint all Leos with that brush, because maybe there's a difference between the July and the August Leo. Maybe there's a difference in certain aspects in their chart that might make them more agreeable to somebody who has just as much light to shine as they do, you know?
I think the most important thing that I get out of Leos is that they have a volatility about their selfishness and their generosity. And they like to be totally in control of that. So they like to feel that they can be as generous as they want to be, and they don't want to be played. You know, they want to be able to be generous in their own manner. And then likewise the opposite, which isn't necessarily good either.
Well, I have absolutely no idea how this is going to apply.
Okay. Clouds. Sith. Well, it's probably saying don't go for the air signs. No, I don't know if it's saying that.
That's as good a guess as any, because really I'm a little flummoxed by this one. I would say, you know what? You have to cut the confusion about this.
That's true,
It's
in a
like,
way.
I understand it's confusing, and I understand that you can't really figure men out, because I can't either. And what they want, and what really, why they can't accept a
We
woman
don't
in
know
her
either.
a woman in her power, you know.
I don't know.
He doesn't know either.
Sure.
But I think here that just cut through the confusion about this and just keep looking. I think somebody will appreciate you for who you are. The point here to me is, too, maybe just as some advice to you here, is that don't try to be something you're not here. You know, try to be authentic. Just show them your power. Show them who you are. And I think here, there's somebody out there. There's some bold man, and I do believe it could be a fire sign. And, you know, I'm not going to rule out that Violet, I think it was Violet maybe who mentioned the Sages. Maybe it's a Sagittarian. They're, you know, they're more thoughtful, philosophical types, so they may look at, you know, your fire differently than some of the other fire signs.
Well, obviously, I was going with some of the astrological there, but any of these qualities that we're talking about don't necessarily pertain to just one sign or one
True.
elemental sign. Because, of course, a Cancer person could have a fiery Sagittarius moon that really, you know, brings out that part of them. So I think that these are saying really that kind of thing. A non-judgmental person who's not necessarily intimidated by you being bold, because they themselves might feel a boldness. And to me, that Four of Pentacles maybe represents somebody that doesn't have false values, that they sort of feel like
There's a good point.
they're a little bit more lax with how their value system works. And that could go either way too, but it sort of adds a relaxed tone to them.
I like that too, that they may have a different set. So you need to look for somebody who can appreciate that boldness and has a different value system. You know, from the normal guy who just thinks women should be, you know, property, or just, you know, wait for them to be approached and not be the approacher.
So the real question is, how do you find them? We told you maybe the kind of guys you should try to think about, but how do you find them, or how do you make yourself accessible to
It's
them?
a mystery.
It's a mystery, and you have to figure out how to cut through the cloud of the mystery.
I think I like that. That might be why that's there for that other part of the question, that it's not easy to answer that. They're out there, but you're just going to have to keep looking till you find them. And I would suggest don't settle, you know, don't settle for less, Ari.
You're going to go country on us.
Good luck with that. That was kind of a tough reading.
It was a little tough. That was challenging, Ari.
Keep challenging us, Ari.
Yeah,
Right.
you do, actually. All right.
Kara? Is it
I
Kara?
think it's Kara. Mm-hmm.
Yay!
What do I have to look forward to?
Okay,
You're
my
good.
deck. Oh, did I use the Golden Girls? I did. I'll use my unfinished business. Ghost Tarot. You know what you have to look forward to, Kara? Spooky season! Woohoo! It's here.
You're welcome, Ari. Not what you want.
Well, rest.
Maybe.
A season of rest, recovery, quiet, calm times, where you can maybe just get in touch with yourself, with your body, focusing on your own healing work, whether it's physical or otherwise. It's Four of Swords, right?
It is, and I like that it's like a tree house.
Ah,
that is so cool.
I'm sure there's a good story attached. Remember, MJ Cullinan's deck has ghost stories for all these cards because it's about their unfinished business, what they left behind on Earth. So
I like this idea. What you have to look forward to, maybe a sense of finding your way to seclude yourself for the purposes of ritual meditation, whatever, reading, just being alone. And the idea of a treehouse means like you have to not just like say, Mom, leave me alone in my bedroom. It's really more like maybe finding a special spot. I mean, maybe there's like a little campus area somewhere that you can go and just find a place to sit once in a while to do that kind of thing.
A garden.
A garden.
Yeah. Well, in the winter. But of course it's fall now, so if you can get out and go to a park and sit with the fall leaves, that would be nice. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing them one at a time because it's really not my reading.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's the Queen of Cups reversed. So we'll get into all of that because this all fits. Oh my. And it's the Five of Cups upright. So, I think what do you have to look forward to? Well, I think it's oh, go ahead.
Bam. The cross.
Oh my gosh, you and that cross.
Snake.
What is that?
Snake.
Okay, oh my gosh. Mr. O and the Lenormand today. What am I going to do with him?
I'm the devil.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. Good to see you. Wow. Kara, it looks like you have a reason to recover and recuperate. I feel here that, maybe this season might, maybe something has been dragging you down or you've been feeling emotionally out of sorts or, just feeling blue. That's okay. Maybe there was something that disappointed you, something you were hoping to do or some opportunity that you might have missed, whatever the case may be. You might be needing just some downtime now. Just take that downtime and don't use it to wallow or think about things that have passed you by. We can't change that, and it does no good to you to do that. To heal, you need to really just focus on yourself and your body and where you really want it to be and your mind and your conscious state. Let the past go.
A lot of this looks like it's a story here. It's sort of like saying that there's a level of being very overwhelmed by your emotions, maybe looking too much at the past and asking yourself, did I? Why didn't I? Those kind of questions. That leads to the sense of maybe taking that siesta, that seclusion there. But what this also seems to indicate is that there's still a chance that some of this is your own self-deception in a way, that maybe some of the things that are depressing, right, or sad, are things that maybe you deceive yourself about and that maybe you have to try harder to find more things to be open-minded about or better emotioned about. It's not easy.
Well, I can't help but go slightly. I might follow up on his, but I can't help but go in a little bit of a different direction here, Kara. I'm wondering here if there's some kind of betrayal or thing that's happened in your past, whether it's recent or further back, that, is still causing you some grief and heartache. Some pain. And it burbles up at this time of the year for some reason. I'm almost wondering if that's what it is here. Like, for example, I will just venture this to tell you that, November's a difficult time for me. Things burble up in my mind. It's my father's birthday. I lost him when I was 10 years old, you know, so I think about him a lot. My mother and my aunt both died on the same day in November, 6 years apart. And so I have a lot of thoughts that invade my mind and bring me down in that month. So, you know, there may be something that's still haunting you. And, you know, I have this ghost tarot here, so I couldn't help but say that.
I almost was going to go that way a little bit, the idea that the snake represented not self-deception so much as just maybe thoughts from the past that are conflicted or cause, you know, some of, you know, this depression in a way.
This all up to here seems to tie together that way. But I would say with that Four of Swords here, this is the time. This is what you need to look forward to now, is a time to heal yourself once and for all from this. You know, and that's not to say, even when I say that there won't be flashbacks. But, you know, you could make some major progress in healing yourself and moving forward from this. And that's what you have to look forward to.
And, you know, now that it's fall, that we are, you know, we've hit the eclipse and we're moving towards the dark half of the year, this is a great time to have maybe even a small regular period where you can do this, you know. And my suggestion would be maybe more likely on a Saturday afternoon where you're not tied up with anything before you hit the road or whatever, after happy hour. And just sort of, you know, spend, you know, 15 minutes or more, you know, reading something you need to read or spending some time with your thoughts.
Hi, Celia. Good to see you again.
Hi, Celia.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. You like my ghost tarot?
I do like it.
My unfinished business?
You're welcome.
All right, so we're on Violet Ann. Hi, Violet Ann.
Hi, Violet Ann.
Well, I get to go on holiday to America before the end of the year.
Wouldn't that be
Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Do it before the end of the year, because who knows what's going to happen next year here.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. All I want to say. So what should we do for that? Should I do a yes, no?
Well, it's my deck, right?
Oh! Yes, it is.
Okay.
What are you going to do for this?
Let's throw 3 cards and then throw a letter, a yes or no if we have to.
All right.
So the question is, should you...
No, it's basically, will I get to go on the holiday to America before the end of the year?
Hey, Violet Ann. Will you?
Good grief. I'm getting some haunted repeats. Hey. Sunny has been my companion today.
Okay. It's the 4 of Swords.
Upright?
It's upright.
Hmm.
It's the 5 of Wands.
Upright?
Upright. And it's also the upright 8 of Swords.
Seems like you've got some struggles to make it happen, Violet Ann. But we could do a yes-no to qualify it, however.
Here are the clouds in Lenormand and the mountain. So there's definitely some possibility of obstacles in your way. When I look at the basic cards, the 4 of Swords, of course, talks about rest. And, of course,
Vacation.
that
holiday.
could be a vacation. The 5 of Wands is a compensatory aspect. Is it possible that there's business reasons of some sort why you might not be able to get away or that would interfere with that in some respect. The Eight of Swords is, of course, the idea that maybe you could be holding yourself back, or that something is sort of preventing you from certain actions in this matter.
You may have some doubts about going for some reason. It might have to do with that Five of Wands. I think here, that might be holding you back. I think here maybe just some struggles or troubles to get this holiday off the ground, whether it's paperwork issues, financial issues, whatever the case may be. It seems like you are struggling to get this done. And other people may be involved in this. There may be some red tape. There may be some difficulties in getting this off the ground. But you definitely seem to really want to do it. I think with that Four of Swords here, you want this holiday. You want to take this break. But with the mountains and the clouds, I'm also seeing that you're going to have to go overcome some obstacles to get there. And it's not going to be... it's just going to be uncertain for a while, I guess, whether you're going to be able to pull this off. The clouds can also be about a lot of uncertainty. And so, maybe you're going to ultimately feel with that Eight of Swords there that it's more trouble than it's worth. But why don't we do a yes, no, and see if we get something else on that? I think it might be possible, but it's not going to be easy to pull it off. By the end
That's
of the
how
year.
I look at it. I sort of see it as a factor of it wouldn't be the best time, that it might be more rough getting it together. And Violet wants to know if we should close the list with the last person.
See, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. With Violet, 6.
One more, maybe.
Maybe 1 or 2 more. We'll see how fast, the other readings go. I don't want to carry it much into overtime. And I'm really dry, but I have one cough drop left.
All right, I'm going to do the yes or no.
I'm going to use it.
Spread.
Okay.
Or count. Never quite get these cards off.
Oh, tough duck.
A little.
It does make me want to do my other yes, no for some of these. We'll have to consider that. Oh, but there it is, one. Is that
So there was only one ace, Violet Ann, so that means that it's leaning more towards no, which was kind of what we said with the other reading. Here are the other two cards that may qualify that. One is the Queen of Swords, and of course the Queen of Swords can talk about decisions, and sometimes they talk about decisions that you feel are hard to make. In this case, that could be saying like, no, it's not the right time. It could be saying that. The other one is the Star reversed.
Seems like, some of these obstacles and things that are getting in your way may turn you off from doing it. That's my guess with the Star reversed here, and tying it into the other reading. The Queen of Swords is you're just going to have to make a judgment on this. It's a judgment call.
Yeah.
And I think, you may decide it's too much trouble to do, and maybe you'll settle on doing something else. But hey, feel free to prove us wrong. I could also say that the Queen of Swords might be here because maybe somebody is trying to assist you, with making this happen. I could say maybe that queen is a helper, somebody with legal paperwork, or, whether it's passports or something else that's going on, I don't know, or it's somebody at work making sure you can get the time off, whatever the case may be. Although I think you're probably doing this during a planned holiday time, probably. It just doesn't look very promising. But that doesn't mean you can't turn this around. Just recognize it may not be that easy for you, and then you'll wonder if it is worth your while or not. So good luck with that. Boo-hoo. Sorry. I hope you can get here.
Well, there's one.
Oh, there's one. Hi, Divine. We'll get you on the list. And speaking of people visiting America, you're here still, right?
That's right. Divine is visiting America. You're welcome. Okay, so the next question is from Nicole.
Yep.
What does Spirit want me to know?
Okay.
I see that, Divine.
Ah. Well, I hope you enjoy your time here. Okay, what does Spirit want to know, says mine?
Want me to know.
Queen of Wands. Ooh.
Spirit wants you to know that you are really positive and dynamic, that you have power. You have power. You maybe don't realize it, or you maybe need to know exactly how your power works for you.
Now is the time to be seen, and to shine your light, and showcase your talents, your abilities. If you're looking for a job, for example, you're looking for a partner, this is a time to be seen. And, people could be attracted to your light right now. There's a magnetic quality about that Queen of Wands that can't be ignored. People are going to be noticing you. So, of course, you want to put on the best side possible for them.
Right. Spirit wants you to know that you have a dynamic energy. You have a way of influencing people or a way of attracting people. Why is that important?
Why is that important? Wow. The Magician, upright. Just the way we like to see him. And he came up earlier upright, too, in a reading we did. I think here, why is this important, is because if you attract the right people to you, or if you want to attract the right people, if you attract the right people to you, you might be able to manifest something you truly desire right now. Whether they help you get it, or whether, if you're looking for a partner, for example, that is very possible. You have the ability to manifest something. But that doesn't mean it's just going to come to you without a little effort. You're going to have to do some work to make it happen. But if you are determined to make something happen in your life, God, that's like a dynamic duel together there, isn't there?
It is.
Isn't it?
Well, another reason why it's important is because the Magician represents somebody who has control. Somebody who can control the elements of their life, or the elements of, whatever they need to control. And so beyond what Banshee said, it's also about being able to really control those forces and find the best way to project the energy.
It's almost as if you have everything you need right now, because the Magician has all the tools of his trade together here, and coupled with the magnetism of that Queen of Wands, it's as if you have everything you need right now to succeed in something you want to accomplish. So where are things headed? Wow. Wow, is this our first really super good reading of the day? I think it is.
Look at that, Nicole. Ace of Swords upright.
Where this is headed is to maybe a victory of some sort, some success coming to you. I could be the beginning of more successful time for you.
Well, aces represent new beginnings, and they're usually a beginning of something brand new, something like that is an undertaking. So this could represent a number of things. This could represent a relationship happening in the future. This could represent you finding a new job, a new home, a new career. This could be about somebody being born that's important, not necessarily to you, but it could be a lot of things.
Well, and
They're
you
all
know,
good.
Nicole, this could be about your own healing journey, too, in a way.
That's true.
The queen being here is in her power. You know, she's got a lot of strength, a lot of determination. You combine that with the magician's will and focus on doing right for themselves, you achieve a victory. You know, you're victorious over forces that try to defeat you. I like it.
I do too.
So now what?
The crossroads and the house.
Oh, you
Which
mean
are
you don't
nice.
have snakes or
No snakes
crosses?
for Nicole.
A crossroad
No snakes for you.
instead.
No snakes for you, Nicole.
Crossroads is better. So I think here the house is saying, you know, your stability and security right now, you may feel it's at a crossroads that, you know, and I don't know if where you live is an issue, for example, if you're looking for a place to live. That could be, too, that you are searching now for a new place to live, possibly. I can't rule that out.
I don't know if it means that to me. What I actually feel
I
is
don't
like
know
this
either.
says that you feel comfortable or feel like there's a sense of purpose or foundation, a stability as you are looking at these choices that maybe take you to those places, the crossroads.
Okay.
You like that?
I didn't
No.
quite follow it. I got lost somewhere there. But it was me.
Comfort standing at the crossroads of your choices or decisions.
Well,
feeling
right.
stable.
You know, what you choose to manifest for yourself, you know, will be better for you. And I feel here it might lead to more stability in your life, which maybe has been kind of shaky and at a crossroads. Maybe you're going to find
Okay.
your way, you know, maybe you're going to find your way home. In other words, towards a comfortable state of being. And I kind of like that. But I think whatever's going to happen is going to be like great move forward for you in a positive new direction, you know, a positive victory for you. And you're just it's going to strengthen you. It's going to strengthen you in a lot of ways. This was a great reading. I love it. I love all these cards. Good luck with that.
Yes, I think we should close the list.
What? Did somebody else come in?
Well, Divine came in, but it's almost the bottom of the hour and we still have 5 more to do.
Okay. Gosh, you guys.
You're welcome. Do you see what I have to work with, Violet?
I'll take my cards, please.
Why aren't you?
Because I have short arms.
And
But they're not too short to
patience,
reach
too.
over. And
You have a short temper, too.
why are you giving me those?
Because they're yours, too.
See? That's what he did with my other deck. I knew it.
Thank
See?
you, Violet. I knew you would understand.
Violet. Violet. All right. Okay, Jennifer is up. What do we got?
And it's
Hello,
gonna-
I have a question about my monetary. Oh, am I on the right path to correct it? Do I still need to make changes to my mindset? Well, let's throw 3 cards and see what they say.
Mhm. I'm going to use the Spheres of Heaven Tarot. Hi, Jennifer. And we hope everybody's having a good time with us tonight.
I'm feeling tired, I have to say. I had a good
I'm a little
yoga
tired.
session, but it shouldn't have drained me like that. Maybe I'm feeling the changes in weather because, already streams of clouds have been coming up from, the precursor of what's happening out in Florida. But it just seems like everything is coming forward. We had a lot of cloudiness today. No rain yet, but I'm sensing maybe some changes going on. We're in for a wet spell. I don't think it's going to be real bad, but we're going to get some rain. And really, we've needed it.
Is
We
this a
have
regular
needed
3
it.
cards?
Pardon me?
Is this a regular 3 cards?
That's what you said.
All right. So the first card is the 7 of Pentacles, and it's upright. Could be Violet.
Yep.
The next card is the Empress reversed. The final card is the upright Hermit.
Empress reversed in the Hermit. That's interesting. And this is about money?
Yes. Well, basically, the question says, am I on the right path to correct the monetary situation, or do I still need to make changes to the mindset?
Wow, these cards today, I think, are giving me the most challenging cards.
There
you
does
can
seem to
get.
be a pause of some sort. Well, hold on. I got the Lenormand here. Here's the snake
In the garden.
and the garden. Now, where have I heard that one?
Snake in the grass. Ooh.
No, I'm thinking of the snake in the garden.
All right, so what is that? The 7 of Pentacles?
Mm-hmm.
7 of Pentacles is upright.
Yeah.
And then we have the
Empress
Empress
reversed
reversed and the Hermit upright. I think you're going to have to really step back and formulate a true plan here. I think, I'm not sure you are completely on the right path, and maybe you're wondering that yourself. And I think here you just need to step back.
Oh, thank you so much, Wendy.
Oh!
Thank you.
Ah, thank you. Thank you
we really
so much.
appreciate you.
Appreciate
Thank
it. You get the dancing cat.
you. And me. Both of us.
Okay. I'm done dancing. But the cat isn't. The cat keeps going here. Okay. Well,
Thank you.
anyway, that aside, let's get back to this because I'm curious here about this. I think here you're just wondering if there's more you should be doing.
Or changing their mindset.
Oh yeah, you were talking, thank you. You were talking about changing your mindset. And I think here, this is something you need to give some thought to. You do need to give some thought to. The Empress reversed is saying here,
Well,
I'm trying to get the words right. I know what I want to say, but I can't quite get it out. But I'll just kind of fudge it for the moment because I know he's dying to get in here. I would say this. The Empress reversed is saying you can't slack off on this. So you should be looking at your plan more carefully, especially if you don't feel you're getting the results that you are expecting.
there's clearly something saying, like, kind of pull back, like saying that rather than just saying, yes, we know you need to change your mindset, you may have to go through some period of introspection. The Hermit certainly signifies that. The 7 of Pentacles just could be saying, like, really, maybe the current idea or plan is sort of not going anywhere. It's not necessarily talking about what could or should be changed in the same way that the Hermit might be saying introspect this. It's the Empress reverse that may be the key here, because I think it's really saying you have to put yourself as a big focal point of whatever those changes around your mindset are. And that sounds kind of pretty and new agey, you know, but the point is that are you being satisfied? Are you being served, like the old British TV show? If what you're doing doesn't feel like it really serves what your purpose is. And maybe you need to examine your purpose. Maybe you think like, I need to have X amount to retire. I need to have X amount to do this other thing. Maybe you have to examine those things and decide if those are the questions that you should be asking or if there's something else. And I still don't know if I'm really helping you with any of that, but I feel you have to do some other kind of work on that.
Well, I think too, with the Empress reversed here is you can't, Sonny, I know you're going to go for my screen and you can't do that. You can't let your guard down. You know, with the Empress reversed here, she can be stagnant. In other words, you know, our financial situations are always in some sort of flux. And so you have to look at your current needs and address them. You may have been on the right path for a while, but things come up and things can make you have to veer off course. And so I think here the Hermit is saying, really assess your situation now and make sure conditions are still right for this plan to succeed. Because maybe you might need to do some tweaking to make this work for you. And how I'm going to fit the garden into this here, I'm very confused. I would say this. Don't let others chime in on this. I think you need to tap into your own inner wisdom on your plan. Others may have their own ideas of what you should be doing, and they could confuse you. It could be, you know, it's not that they're being deceptive with you in this case, I think, in regards to this question, but it could confuse you and throw you off your game. Don't listen to the advice of others. Do what you feel is right for you. You might be getting some outside pressure from others. As a matter of fact, you might be getting some outside pressure saying, oh, things are great now. Why don't you spend? And that's not, I think, necessarily called for here.
Well, I like the fact that you didn't ask us, you know, what you needed to change, because that's usually where we're not able to really be as helpful. You just asked if you needed to. And so I think clearly this is saying that that's probably possible, that you do need to. But I think our cards are advising you really to think about all of that too. It may not be that you need to change dramatically. You just need to change somewhat. Now with the garden and the snake, this to me almost feels like that idea about a snake in the grass, and that maybe what Banshee was saying is like, you know, too many cooks spoil the broth kind of thing. But on the other hand, sometimes if this is about something that's really specific about money handling, you might need a professional, at least from the banking situations. But other than that, you know, maybe your own best wisdom is what you really can find in yourself.
Exactly. Be wary of what you read, you know, like financial advice columns or things on the internet. Be wary of advice and taking that in, because really, you know, it's okay to get some ideas from there and stimulate your own thought processes, but don't let others, you know, kind of fool you into, you know, credit things that can resolve your credit debt and all of that kind of stuff, because there's a lot of shysters out there that can make things worse instead of better. So I would be careful about that when I see the garden and the snake as well. But other than that, let me just say this, Jennifer. I know you're saying things are getting worse instead of better. I don't see anything here that's necessarily saying you're going to be losing more money in the near future. I do feel here, though, that you may have to do some more work on trying to make things balance out a little better. But I don't see any major drains coming for your resources in these cards. Okay? So don't make things worse by trying to, you know, get some shoddy advice from the internet or something like that.
Smart lady. So that's what we have for you.
All right. Well, good luck with that, Jennifer.
Good luck.
And that's very good. Yeah. You know, there's all these credit offers and these things about consolidating, and, you know, some of these are not good. They're just
Nobody
not good.
does something without being able to make money off of it.
All right.
Alrighty. You're welcome. Tarot Healer is up Tarot healer would like to know the current energies of V for me. Is he involved with someone currently? Can we see that in the cards?
Is he involved with someone currently? Okay. Well, we could ask a yes/no on that, but let's
Hi,
just
Tarot.
see. Let's do 3 cards.
We're going to throw 3 cards. If it's not definitive, we might do that, but we'll see. Because it's really kind of like 2 questions, so I think we can cover it with the 3.
Didn't I just do the snake in the garden? So I think it's my cards. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have the
Oh!
Lenormand.
I thought you were shuffling a tarot there. Whoopsie.
You don't even know your own deck. I think you should give me this Lenormand card deck. Yes, I think you should.
No.
It's fine then.
Buy your own Lenormand cards. How about that?
Oh my God, that's horrible.
To mark skin if not evacuating.
Right, if you want to just stay on your Everglades property when the floods come, they want a little assistance determining who that corpse belonged to.
I talked to Violet about it already, and I told Mr. O I did a reading for the hurricane just to see what the cards would say, and it was not good. It was totally not good. I did it this morning.
Yeah, I know, Wendy. Oh my goodness.
It was really kind of scary.
It really feels bad. And you know what? It's just the way things have been going. Weather's been getting worse and worse, very markedly worse.
The first card I drew was the Ten of Cups reversed. The second card I drew was the Three of Swords upright. And the third card I drew was the Four of Pentacles reversed. And I took that to mean a lot of family disruptions and sorrow. And I took that to also, of course, with the Three of Swords, we see sorrow and grief. And with the Four of Pentacles reversed, a loss of possessions, perhaps, or a loss of valuables. And that could take a lot of different forms.
What was your first one?
The Ten of Cups reversed.
Oh, right.
It was all bad.
No, it's
not. And it was
not.
just like, oh no. I just knew.
Not a good trio of cards, no.
Okay, what about V though? What about V?
Yes, let's focus on V.
All right.
Well, it's really tarot healer. Would like to know the current energies of V.
Right, what
for
about
me.
V?
Is he involved? Well, I was thinking of our other V. Of course.
Whoops.
Sorry.
It's okay, I think.
The current energies of V.
And are there, what was the other part of that? Sorry.
Is he involved with someone?
Maybe they were. It's the Two of Cups reversed.
That is a possible meaning.
Page of Pentacles is upright. But the Page of Cups is reversed. Talk about your... Boy, these cards today. They're not as clear as the one I did for the hurricane. Anyway.
So in the Lenormand, the first one was the anchor, and the other one was the book. Okay, so you asked what their current energies are towards you. Let's see if I got that there. For you, are they involved with someone currently?
Yeah. Well,
I look at the Page of Pentacles and I feel like you are sort of in their spotlight. You are somebody that they are looking at. You know, that's literally in the image there. There may be some deeper thoughts going on there. They may be trying to intuit or feel how you feel too. So I think that if they are looking at you, it's because they want to see if you feel them feeling towards you, maybe.
well, it's kind of a confusing mess here again. But I would say I'm glad Mr. O started there because I sort of feel the same way. Like there could be some feelings there. There could be some interest in getting something started, but it looks as though the Two of Cups is reversed here. Either they're afraid that it won't go well, or maybe they have to end a relationship they're in, or they're in the process of, or they just came out of a broken relationship. Is possible. I think it's possible. And that Page of Cups reversed is indicating that their mind is just not ready to necessarily move on yet. I'm sort of getting this push-pull between that Page of Pentacles and that Page of Cups.
Even if they are possibly interested, because that's the nature of human relations, we see people, we're attracted to them, there still may be these things going on in their recent past or somewhere in their past where they do feel like maybe sometimes good romance has not been with them, whether it's their fault or maybe whether it's not their fault. And they may just not feel trusting about relationships for some time, or that they may be having a little baggage from that. But I still feel like that card is the most important, is that once bitten, twice shy, they still may feel like there's interest, but maybe emotionally they're still sorting some of this out.
They may have gone through a difficult relationship. It got off the ground. I mean, if I looked at all of those cards as for where they were at with a relationship, I would say that it looks as though a relationship failed that they thought would grow into something really positive. They thought it went off to a good start, but it ended badly. There was a disappointing breakup here. And I think that you may have to hang in there a little bit longer to find out more, or to stick around and see what more you can find out about where they're at and what they're thinking about here. I think that this is a sign with the anchor and the book that you, tarot healer, right? We're on tarot. No, Jennifer. What?
It is tarot healer.
It is tarot. I didn't cross off Jennifer. That's why. I'm sorry.
There is more to find out.
There's more to find out. And so I think here you just got to hang in there a while. The anchor is stay with this, stick with this, and see where it's going to lead. Because it's not very clear here. They may not be very clear themselves on moving forward right now because of something that has gone wrong in their life.
I think the only thing that is clear, and maybe you must sense this yourself, Tarot, is that they may seem to be attracted to you, or that you may realize that they seem to have an interest in you for some reason, because I think that's really the clearest thing there. But I do think it's weighted against the idea of where they've been in the past emotionally, and so they're more inclined to move slowly. In a sense, the anchor could indicate that as well.
Too. Yeah. The anchor just keeps people stuck, or things stuck. And so I feel here you might be stuck for a while trying to figure things out with where this is going to go.
It could even be from their point of view. Maybe they're stuck trying to figure things out.
Where they want to go.
Why am I interested in tarot healer, Because you're a nice person too. Anyway.
I just think that more time is needed here to sort it out. And but it's pretty clear to me that they may not be currently involved with someone, or they could be in kind of a rocky kind of relationship.
Transitioning away.
Yeah, that they're trying to transition away from. Or, maybe they're trying to cling on to it, but, this looks like it's broken. So that I would say.
Good luck.
So good luck with that.
Thanks again for showing up tonight.
I'm just going to say it again. These cards are not being very direct today. Uh-oh, what did I drop? Oh, my little thing. Okay, never mind.
And it looks like Wendy's up now. And
Hi,
Wendy, thank you again for your donation. Really do appreciate that.
That's very sweet, Wendy. Thank you.
You're welcome, Tarot Healer. I think we made a connection with that one. I hope you feel that way. So just going to mention that we are on, again for this show, Sunday, 2 to 4, our regular stream schedule where we will answer all your questions. I also want to mention
We'll
to
try.
you. Well, we'll try. I also
These
want to mention
cards.
too that very recently was the Unhappy Hour. And do I have a Yeti there? Yes, I do. Okay. So watch it. It was earlier, my microphone. I just wasn't sure if it was connected.
Got it.
The Unhappy Hour. It's good for a whole month, and it really can explain maybe some of those, interesting, unhappy feelings we're feeling right now. At any rate.
At any rate. So, okay, what's Wendy's question?
Wendy's question is about a fairly large event I'd like to do here in Chicago. Yeah, I read that earlier. It sounds exciting. We're not that far from Chicago. In the next couple of years, we're in Detroit actually. Just wondering how successful it will be. This is my deck, isn't it? Or is it
So
yours?
this is an event that you want to put out, a large event that you want to do.
That's what it looks like.
Not one that you're going to be a part of.
It says I'd like to do here.
Okay.
Is it
All
my
right.
deck or yours?
I
You used your deck.
yeah,
right?
it's yours.
So why are you holding that?
This is my Lenormand.
Oh,
Now who's confused?
I'm not confused. Much. Okay, I'm just trying to decide what deck I want to use, and I think
You're welcome, Tarot Healer.
I thought I had.
You're
some
organizing
arrows
and planning it. Awesome. Wow. Awesome.
there. That's very cool. I like that.
Good for you.
I don't believe I've used my Mermaid's Tarot yet, so I'm going to use that.
Well, if you ever can make it to Michigan, Convocation in February in Ypsilanti is going to be great this year. And we'll probably be attending it. I don't know that we'll stay at the hotel. Sometimes I want to stay, but
I haven't heard anything from you know who, but
yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the kind of event. You're welcome, and happy birthday again, Libra.
Yeah.
You're welcome for the reading. I'm not sure if that's the same kind of event we're talking about that Wendy's doing. I don't know.
No, but I'm just saying,
Oh, I see.
if you're interested in an event, a pagan event, it's
A
awesome.
metaphysical event.
Oh,
Well, really, that's what I think it is.
okay.
Okay, there's a lot of pagans there, but anyway. So here we go.
Hey, you're very welcome, Libra. Happy birthday again.
Okay.
Oh,
Death reversed. Two of Wands. And Strength upright. So I feel more positive about it. And I feel I can
Ooh.
put that one in context. The Ring. Ah, you do? Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a big one here in Michigan in February, Detroit area. The Child. So I was a little roughed up, Wendy, when I saw the Death reverse card, because of course it usually means stagnation, inertia. But I thought, like, maybe that's just saying right now, or maybe you're wondering, like, is that going to happen? Is there inertia around your mental process in organizing this or starting to come up with it? But then I look at the Two of Wands and I sort of feel like you have capabilities. They're holding the world in their hand. You have structure. You have a sense of how business works, things like that. And then finally moving on to Strength upright. You have a big, compassionate, strong heart. You have a strong need to be able to do things for good. That's what strength is about.
all right. So, just wondering how successful it will be. Well, it depends on a number of factors here. You're not going to be able to be inert about this. You're going to have to make some big changes in order to pull this off. You have to be willing to accept change and growth and what kinds of cans of worms this will open up for you, for better or worse in your life. And I feel here with the Two of Wands, the Two of Wands is saying, so long as you have a firm vision, and you follow through, success could come to you. But don't expect this to be something that, what you're going to have to do to achieve this and make it work is to is to take care of things. How do I want to say this? I'm lost on the string card and how I want to say it here. I think here what it's saying is that your vision has to be sound and that you're going to have to follow through and take it step by step. Don't think that everything is going, you're going to have to apply a lot of force to get this done. It's little things over time that are going to make a difference in order to help you succeed. So I think here that instead of applying a lot of force all at once to get this off the ground, be in it for the long haul and map this thing out. Map this out very strategically. Set deadlines for yourself. Have a list of points, what you need to get accomplished to pull this off, and when you need to get it done by. I think that's going to be really crucial here as you're planning and how that is going to make this succeed. And I think that's really followed up here with the Lenormand as well, because the child is here and the ring. And are you okay?
She said our camera froze.
Oh.
But it didn't now. I unfroze it.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Well, I didn't know, because I've been reading here. And so the child...
I've been reading here.
The child is saying here with the ring that you need to step by step commit yourself to the process. It's going to be slow, and it may almost, you may get worried that it's going too slowly. But slow and steady is going to win this race. Slow and steady, a commitment is going to make it happen.
That's what I wanted to say too, Wendy, because I thought it was interesting that the card of stagnation arose over there. Yeah. And I think this is just saying that at the beginning of this, maybe there's a sense that you're questioning that, will it be that way? But everything else seems to kind of funnel it through. And thank you for inviting us too, if you do.
Yeah.
But I feel with the Lenormand, the child, it's like she said, you're treating your commitment to this in a very logical step-by-step way. The child could be saying move slowly or move like a child, but it's also saying move in a measured way too.
Move in a measured way, and realize too that this commitment is going to really grow you.
Okay.
It's slow growth, but it's going to get there. And I also think you're asking if it will be successful. I get the feeling here that it will be a small success, but it will be something that you will be able to grow something bigger from. Consider it a stepping stone in the right direction, okay? So I don't want to get and you know what? This is pretty early now in the planning, and you're asking this question now. I would say as you're going further into this process, let's talk this up some more and see what the cards have to say. But I think more than anything, it's looking more positive than not. It's just going to be, don't be inert, recognize all the changes this is going to make in your life, and make room for this in your life. That's going to be the tough part.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for your donation.
All right. Good luck with that. And we're in. I love Chicago.
Yeah, I love Chicago. I was there last year. I was at the Parliament for the World's Religions.
And I've been there for the Library Association a number of times.
Well, my mom came from Chicago, and I had any number of cousins and uncles and aunts that lived there. Some of them are still in the area. They're not right in Chicago.
And we used to travel with friends there a lot, too.
Yeah, we did do some traveling there, yep.
Yeah.
All right, and Divine, sorry you're tired, but you'll have to catch up your reading later. We still got one more before we can get to you.
Yeah, we got Celia and then you, Divine. We're sorry.
But it's good to see you. We get a little talky, you know that. All right, so Sheila, what is the Virgo guy going to or is realizing about me? Ooh, I like the way you word that. And you're welcome, Wendy. Thanks again for your donation and nice words. Ah, cool. Very cool. Well, we're Wiccan. I think we have smatterings of other things going on with us, but
that's awesome.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Who knows?
Oh, we could do a lot there too. We're not just tarot readers.
Exactly. Let's bring a storm to Chicago.
No. Let's yeah, we've done our share of big public rituals too. So.
What do you mean when you say that, Sheila? He's on his own now.
So what is he going to think about or realize about you? Okay. Let's see.
That sounds great.
And Chicago's a great place for that.
It is.
All right. The High Priestess is reversed. Oh my goodness. The Page of Wands is reversed. Wow. The Two of Cups is reversed.
Well, it almost sounds like they're never going to realize, you know?
Well, it depends what you want them to realize, I guess. But, you know, I had that impression too when I saw the High Priestess reversed.
You're giving us some interesting information there.
Well, let me just say, Sile, no, and thank you for that. Go ahead.
Okay, the stork has shown up and the key.
Well, I think what they may be realizing, if anything, is that did they maybe not see something coming? You know, with this High Priestess reversed here, did they maybe, you know, maybe you said you tried to be a peacemaker, so did you eventually, you said they're on their own now, did you eventually break something off here with that person? Because it seems to me like they may be realizing they didn't see that coming for some reason, because maybe they are a little bit clueless, let's just say. And the Page of Wands here reversed indicates that, I don't know. I almost wonder if things didn't, you know, it's either just the communications really may have broken down.
I think it's that, but I also think too that this person maybe is over ambitious in how they want to interpret information. Like they hear something and then they extrapolate beyond what was intended. Like they assume things.
Oh,
Maybe.
Maybe. I also think here that, you know, that they may realize now that things are really done, you know, that there's no connection anymore. And maybe they're operating on that right now. Maybe they're starting to realize that. But I guess they just didn't see it coming or something. Their mind is very foggy. And with the stork and the key, is that the key?
Yeah.
The key here is, I think that they are probably going to determine, well, it's one of two things. Maybe they think that they can restart this again.
They think that maybe they've turned the corner and that they're actually either able to start up again or start up again despite what you're doing. They seem to be clueless in some ways, or they're in denial maybe.
I just wanted to finish this. Maybe they felt that they could start this again with you, or maybe the key is now that they're thinking they got to move on to something new. I wanted to give both perspectives on that.
Which is kind of what I feel, yeah.
All right. Anything you want to add? I don't know if you went through all that, did you?
I more or less did. Okay. I think the High Priestess reversed, to me, kind of indicates that they're not necessarily going to realize these things, but they may make other assumptions about you and your role. And I think that they will be the wrong ones because I think they're based on a sense of not understanding their own emotions in a way that they don't understand how they affect you emotionally or how they affected other people emotionally.
So, okay, so you're handling it legally now. I see. So clearly that Two of Cups there, that is a total break.
Yeah.
In communication or connection, whatever the connection is with this individual, whether it was romantic or a marriage or otherwise. So I guess here it's pretty much a done deal. And I think they just didn't see it. So if you're handling it legally now, that may be it. They may not see this coming. They may not really, anticipate this going this way. But you got to do what you've got to do, right? I think that's important here.
Is it possible that the key and the stork pertain more towards Chile, that it's really more about them just deciding to... Yeah, so that's a possibility too, that you're just moving on.
Yeah. You've decided that's it. Let's finish this so I can move on.
Well, I hope that was helpful.
So good luck with that.
Alrighty. So we're on Divine's question then.
And Divine's question was, how will my time in the U.S. be both emotionally and financially? Okay. Let's check it out.
I could have sworn I had other decks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I guess I didn't. So I will use this one again. It's the Barberry.
Barbieri? It's
Thank
Barbieri.
you. Bless you too. Barbieri.
Take care. Good luck with that, Sile. Good to see you.
Thank you. We will.
Sonny's just sleeping here.
They're all kind of crashed out right now. Somewhere in the house.
Get that out for the next one.
How will my time in the U.S. be both financially and emotionally? Do you want to do 2 and 2?
No.
Okay.
I think we'll be able to tell with the 3 cards.
Sure. Okay, so the first card is Judgment Upright.
That Judgment card.
Nice to get it upright, though.
Okay, it's upright this time. That's good.
And the next card is the 2 of Wands reversed. And the final card is the 4 of Pentacles upright. So it's similar to another reading we had, perhaps. But I'm wondering, though, what I'm looking at here is that, I get the feeling like you're going to have some sort of epiphany that's judgment. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, like, maybe you're going to realize that maybe you would rather be back in America or somewhere else, that you may feel that way, although you are building a house there. So maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's just understanding that maybe you do want to be in both places to some degree. And of course, then we have the 2 of Wands reversed. So that could possibly be saying that you have questions or confusion about maybe those dual aspects of your life. But another way of looking at the 2 of Wands could also be saying too that in general it is bringing up confusion or matters that you feel are a little hard to deal with. Maybe you still have too many other situations that tie you to business in the States as well as in India. I'm going to stop there. I know you're glad. And there's the stork, who has also shown up a lot, and the bear.
So this is interesting, Divine. I was hoping he would wait for the Lenormand, but let me go through this because I think I see something here. So you wanted to know emotionally and financially. I think emotionally you're going to feel okay here for the most part, pretty stable. I think here that maybe, this might, I like what Mr. O said about an epiphany. There may be something here that will coming back here may reawaken something in you. I don't know what that is exactly, but it probably is something that will stir you emotionally, will maybe make you get out of some doldrums that you were in or whatever. And I think here, though, with the 2 of Wands reversed, it may be saying to me that everything here, while you're here, may not exactly go according to plan. I mean, you seem like a person who usually does things planned out, has everything decided, what your expectations are, what you want to do. Some things may happen that just don't go according to plan, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? The Four of Pentacles here indicates to me that you might be able to accrue some money or some wealth while you're here. Financial conditions should be okay for you. At any rate, you should have what you need, if nothing else. And if I look at the bear and the stork, there could be something that could get started here that could bring you more money, or at least make you feel more empowered financially, or make you feel more stable emotionally.
I like the stork showing up along with Judgment because they both have wings, and so it's both about maybe taking flight towards some new goals or opportunities. I like what Banshee said about that Four of Pentacles, because I do feel that that's what's happening here, is that maybe the epiphany or the things you're realizing is that to some degree you realize there's a big trade-off here. Living here maybe has more material benefits for you than maybe over in India, but maybe India has more emotional. So maybe you're still getting some of that here too, but you still have to really try to figure it all out. And so in the end, it may be that you'll go with the things that are tangible. That's what I think the bear represents, is that there are some tangible things about whatever this decision you might be coming up to.
Well, I don't know if you're really coming up with a decision.
No,
you
you're
just
right.
kind of want to know how things will go. And I think you're pretty set on being in India if you're building a house there. So
Houses can be sold.
it's true. It is true. But I would just say this, that you're going to feel in your power here, financially and otherwise. That's the bear. There's a security, there's an empowerment about this, there's an emotional stability about this as well. And, this could just spark some new ideas for you, or some new epiphanies, something that can help you grow. And I do think your finances are going to be doing okay while you're here. So, if you're looking for something to generate more income, it is possible you could find it here. But if it's not, and you're just wondering if you're going to be able to be okay financially while you're here, yes, you are. Should be good. So, not bad reading. Good luck with that.
All right. Good luck, Divine. And we are on Violet now.
And it'll be your Lenormand. And I brought out the Ghosts and Spirits Tarot for you, Violet.
All right. Big long question.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
How many questions is that?
Well, let's see. Should we do 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2? I'm just kidding. We're going to do the 3 cards and see where they lead. Where is all of this leading me to? And let's just see we'll also try to notice if it focuses on any one thing. We'll see what we get. I see you're very, I don't want to say confused, but open-ended right now. There's lots of things you want to explore. You are such an Aries girl.
You are totally.
You really are.
Excuse me.
I recognize the signs.
And for some reason I have the hiccups.
Yes, I share those laughing tears. Well, let's see if we can pull a rabbit out of a hat. And speaking of hats, I bought a hat from Fiber Magic, and it is so amazing. I cannot wait to get it. I asked her for a Lucky Money hat, and oh my gosh, did she deliver. It's going to be so awesome. I can't wait to wear it.
So pretty soon we'll be leaving, going to our retirement home somewhere else.
After I win the lottery with my lucky hat. I don't know if I can wear that to the lottery store, but why not? Oh, I've seen her hats. They're really awesome. I like them. They're
She has
nice.
some nice hats.
This is a bucket hat, and it's very cool. I asked her to put lucky symbols on different patches of it going around the hat, and she delivered. It's awesome.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I think we've seen it in a couple spots.
Fiber Magic is magic. She's really great.
Hope they're doing okay down there.
Yeah, she's in Florida.
Oh, she will.
Her and Carl.
She will wear it on the show, you know it.
Oh boy, Violet. You are not going to believe this first card. I'm going to wait for Mr. O though, I think. Let's just let the intrigue mount here.
Okay.
Okay. It's the Five of Swords reversed.
Nobody wins.
And it's the Page of Swords reversed. What's going on here?
And
oh
you
my
can't-
gosh, they're all reversed.
And you can't dance.
And the Seven of Swords is reversed.
Oh.
Well, you ask too many questions, you get a bad answer.
That's what I think. Shame
It is
on you.
odd. It is odd. But we'll talk about this. I have a thought.
Flowers. And the writer is moving towards the flowers.
You
Or
know,
influences
I
it.
think first off, I just got to start with the Lenormand. Number one, move towards what brings you joy. Okay? Move towards what brings you joy. Now, obviously, the cord cutting, you know, it'll bring you joy, the aftermath of that. There's no joy, you know, associated with the cord you got to cut. I mean, it's difficult and challenging and, you know, that whole situation. But you have to move with what will bring you joy. And if it brings you joy to do that cord cutting, that's what you got to do. You've got to do it. The other things too, you know, what brings you more joy? Is it the Herb Crafter's Tarot or is it the Thoth? You may get things, you know, voices in your head or whatever, spirit trying to tell you, oh, explore this, explore that. But truly it's up to you to find your joy. And that's what you're going to have to do here. And with that Five of Swords reversed, it's clearly saying to me you're very conflicted. You're very conflicted about all of this and what you really should be putting your attention towards at this time. And you know, you're not going to win until you can end this conflict, this internal conflict. So that's why I'm saying the solution is to move towards what brings you joy. I'm going to stop here before I go to the rest.
Well, I agree with that. The writer means that. I think that the Five of Swords reversed could be talking about the fact that there is a lot of chaos there. Maybe some of this will remove the chaos.
Right. And you know, you've got the Page of Swords reversed here, which is saying right now, you know, you're not able to make your mind up. You're not able to communicate, you know, and maybe you're getting mixed signals. Maybe that's part of the problem too. The communications that you're getting right now, either from spirit or your own internal wisdom, is conflicting, is confusing you right now. It's adding to this, I really feel here. And you're unable to really choose and move with it at this time. And I think, of course, when you look again at what is that last one?
Seven of
The
Swords.
Seven of Swords. I feel here, ultimately, don't worry. This is a confusing time for you. But I have a feeling truths are going to be revealed to you soon. And maybe that will come from you realizing that you have to move towards what truly is in your heart, what you're passionate about, what will bring you joy.
It still doesn't mean, and of course, we've got all sorts here, and you're talking about the cutting operation.
Yeah.
It still doesn't mean that
Good
these
point.
things won't help you in some way. Of course, they're going to help you. But then they free you up basically to move towards
I'll just say that was a good point, Mr. O.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they free you to move towards the joy.
So, wow. I think I don't see a clear direction as to what you should do.
True.
That's up to you to decide, and it's clear here that as long as you remain conflicted about it, you're not moving towards your joy. And so you have to break this conflict. And I think it's by revealing truths about what it is you need to value and take care of the most right now.
Yeah, so you still have a little more work to do.
So good luck with that. I hope this makes sense. Because this was a little bit more cut and dry. I was a little worried at first, but I began to see a picture. And this was a little bit more cut and dry than some of the readings we had today. Wow, the cards were kind of challenging today, weren't they?
Oh.
I'm going to be drained.
I want a vacation.
And I still have cards of the day to get out. So,
and then I'll have to get them out.
All right. Well, listen, everybody. I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Wendy, for that generous donation. And hey, and queuing us in on your special project. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
You know, we're people that would be very interested in talking to you about that. And thanks everybody, Kara, everybody for being here. We appreciate it. Happy birthday to Libra once again. And good luck to everybody. We will be here at our normal time this week for happy hour, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We won't be here at the normal time a week from Saturday. That will be later. And we'll talk more about that at happy hour. So.
Right, and then of course at the end of the month we won't have a happy hour at all because we're going to be at the Detroit Witches Ball reading cards during the day.
Yes, and we also got invited to the Witch House again.
Yes, we did. Although I have an update for you, so stay tuned.
Uh-oh.
We're not in Lake Flynn.
I see.
She's going to let us know this weekend.
Okay.
Some things may be up.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, we read cards for a private Halloween party nearby, and it's the coolest place because it is pretty much a Victorian kind of mansion that's a mini mansion on a large property, and the owners go crazy for Halloween. They just really deck out the place, have a big Halloween party, and they hire people like us to read cards, and it's just fun.
It's fun.
Thank you, Violet.
Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening, and we hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye for now.